me, the Pecan Tan Beauty, and welcome to my channel. I know it's been a while, so I wanted to come back today with a video that I'm calling Short Hair 101. So this video is going to be a few short tips that you need to be able to maintain your short hair, or if you are thinking of going short. So tip number one is you always want to make sure that your hair is always cleansed. So what I've been using is the Win cleansing conditioner, and my daughter and I use this all the time. We have been loyal users of Win for, I'll say, about a year, going on 2 years now, and this is something that we always go to make sure that our hair is nice and moisturized. It's not stripped of the oils, because this cleansing conditioner is sulfate free and it does not strip your hair of its natural oils or if you have color. You want to make sure that you are cleansing your hair on a regular basis. I normally try to wash my hair about once a week. It just depends on what I have going on. Sometimes it's 2 weeks, but never any more than 2 weeks, because you always want to make sure that you're getting that buildup out of your hair, that you are manipulating your scalp whenever you are cleansing your hair. Tip number two is you always want to make sure that you follow up with a good conditioner. This is one that I like by Cantu, and if you guys watch my previous videos, you know that I am very loyal to Cantu. I love the brand because it keeps my hair looking healthy, it keeps it shiny, it keeps it from breaking. And this is one of my favorite go-to at night before I go to bed. Sometimes I put a little bit of this on my hair just so it can penetrate overnight. So tip number two is you always want to make sure that you are following up and keeping your hair conditioned and deep conditioned. And you also may want to follow up with a protein treatment. It just depends on how damaged your hair is. And also you can use it to maintain your hair even if you already have healthy hair. Another conditioner that I like to follow up with, and I love to follow up with this one after a relaxer, because as we know, relaxers will strip your hair of its natural oils, and it will also leave your hair susceptible to damage. So this is one of my go-to favorite products after a relaxer, and this is the Jane Carter Solution Nutrient Replenishing Conditioner. It has lots of good nutrients, as well as it's a deep conditioner and a hair repair formula. So that's why this is one of my go-tos, especially after a relaxer. So tip number two is make sure that you keep your hair conditioned, deep conditioned, and moisturized. A lot of people think that because you have short hair, you don't have to take care of it, you don't have to moisturize it, you don't have to do a lot to maintain it. But in reality, short hair is just as important, and it needs just as much care, moisture, and nutrients as long hair. This is one of my favorite go-to moisturizing products. If you guys follow me, you know that I love coconut oil. So I try to use anything with coconut oil in it, olive oil, avocado oil, grapeseed oil, any of those natural oils that are known for being natural moisturizers. So tip number three is making sure that you keep your hair nice and oiled and moisturized. Okay, so tip number four. For short hair, I always like my hair to be laid down and, every hair pretty much in place. So to do that, what I use is a wrap foaming lotion. So this is used predominantly after cleansing my hair and before wrapping it and sitting under the dryer. What this does is it helps your hair to stay in place, and it molds it in the direction that you comb it in. So when I cleanse my hair and put my wrap foaming lotion on, so what I do with this is I make sure that I saturate all of my hair strands just so I get a nice even wrap, and just to ensure that my wrap is going to stay and that my hair is going to be molded just like I like it. So tip number four is to follow up with a good wrap or foaming lotion after cleansing and conditioning to ensure that your hair is going to lay flat and lay in place like you like it prior to styling. And some of my other favorite tools for short hair, as well as I guess for any hair type, but I love a rat tail comb. This one is one of my favorites. It's called a bone comb. And this one is one of my favorites because the teeth are not too close together. They're not too far apart. So it makes it easy to detangle through the hair. So a rat tail comb is a must for short hair, and it also helps you to get in here and pick up those little small pieces. And this one is my very favorite. This one is a tool comb. So I have the rake on one side when I just want to have just some little feathers on the side. I have this side, which is my detangling side, and then I also have this side, which also can be used as a rake whenever you want to take those pieces and give yourself a little bit of height up top. Always, we know we have to have a brush to make sure that we keep the sides and the back nice and straight. This is a medium bristle brush. It just depends on the texture of your hair. My hair does fine with this medium bristles, but some people may need softer depending on their hair texture, and some people may need more coarser depending on their hair texture. This is my #1 go-to tool for short hair. I think it's an absolute necessity to be able to keep those sides nice and flat and the back nice and flat, and to keep your style looking nice and fresh. As far as hair maintenance, to keep a razor comb around, and this is a styling tool that you can use in place of scissors just to do some quick cleanup and trim up around the back and the sides. It has two different sides. One side cuts a little bit closer than the other. So it just depends on the look that you're going for and how tight you want your sides and your back to be. So this has become another one of my favorite go-to tools for maintaining my short hair. And if you are a little bit more brave like I am, another good tool is to have some neck trimmers. And you can also use these trimmers to clean up the back and the sides. If it gets a little bit bushy, a little bit thick or heavy around the sides and the back, you can use this trimmer along with the guards that comes with it. And the guards that I normally go to is the 1/2 inch guard to shape this part up, this closer up to the top. And then I taper it down a little bit further with the 3/8 guard. And then to get the nape and around the bottom of my neck, I use the 1/8 guard. So with these 3 blades, it gives me a very nice, clean, and simple taper. So again, these 2 are very important tools to me in maintaining my short hair, to make sure that I always have a nice clean taper line in the back, as well as maintain the sides and the back to a nice tapered shape. And these tips are not only for relaxed hair, but for my relaxed girls. This is the relaxer that I go to. It's a very mild relaxer. It's the regular formula, but it's very mild, and I've been using this for maybe about 2 years now, and this has become my favorite go-to relaxer. It gives me a straight look without over processing or drying my hair out. So this is one of my favorites for maintaining my short hair as well. And then for days, which most days I do put heat on my hair. So like on the weekends when I don't want to put heat on my hair, when I just want something simple, I just want to brush it down and go. Those days whenever I do want to add a little bit of heat to my hair, I always need to have a flat iron that's ceramic, and I do not put my flat iron no higher than 375. So that's another good tip, is you want to maintain the heat level on your hair. So with me, since I do apply heat to my hair, I'd say 4 days out of the 7 days a week, I always make sure that I maintain the heat level no higher than 375 degrees. And with the oils that you use, like your coconut oil or your avocado oil or grapeseed oil, whatever oils that you use, it also serves as a heat protectant to your hair. So anyway guys, I hope these tips were helpful. If you have short hair now, or if you're thinking about going short, these are just some tips that I wish I knew whenever I went short. I would have been more prepared for the maintenance and the upkeep. So anyway, the most important tip out of all those tips that I shared with you guys, I think cleansing and conditioning is the #1 and the #2 priorities in maintaining short hair, or any hair for that matter. So anyway guys, I hope these tips were helpful and I will see you on my next video. Bye guys.